Angel Reese is getting so much praise by her peers for her dominant performances down in Unrivaled. Now, there's a certain fan base that is upset with the latest compliments from a certain player. But before we get off into that, we'll unpack it all next here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, Angel Reese is still getting compliments from her peers, and her peers are the WNBA players. Now, Angel Reese is down in Unrivaled, and she's doing the damn thing. She is dominating down in Unrivaled. We saw what she did to Nafisha Collier, the reigning WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, where she actually cooked her, torched her, did anything she wanted with her, and got the win. And she dominated her. She had 22 points, 21 rebounds, only player in Unrivaled history. I know this is the inaugural season to have 20 rebounds and 20 points in a game. And she followed that up with another spectacular performance last night where she chipped in 23 and 14. And her peers are coming to the forefront. Now, we heard what Natasha Cloud had to say about her, that you guys and all the critics that have been hating on Angel Reese, y'all better give her flowers now because she's special. She's a dominant player, and she's just doing things that nobody thought she was capable of doing. But that goes to show you, like I've always said, that hard work pays off. Now, we heard what the new acquisition that the Chicago Skies brought on board in free agency, Kia Nurse. We heard what Kia Nurse had to say about Angel Reese, about the physicality. See, it's altogether different when you're out there playing Angel Reese. Like I said, the casual fan on the outside looking in, they know nothing about basketball because they say what they want to say about Angel Reese, and it has nothing to do with pertaining to anything around basketball. So last night, after last night's dominant performance again, where the Roses Ball Club put together 5 consecutive wins to move themselves in playoff contention, Lexie Hull from the Indiana Fever has some interesting things to say. Now, we all know going down in the Unrivaled, these WNBA players, they mix and mingle with a lot of other teammates from other teams, and they build in continuity. Now, it all started off when there was a press conference that the Roses Ball Club had. It was a sit down with Angel Reese, Kalia Copper, and Lexie Hull. And a lot of Indiana Fever fans did not like the fact that Lexie Hull was sitting there with Angel Reese in this interview. A lot of people was upset that Angel Reese and Lexie Hull are building a chemistry. And it's just a simple matters of the fact that, you know, a lot of Indiana Fever fans, Caitlin Clark fans, was crashing out on Lexie Hull because they didn't want to see Lexie Hull smiling and enjoying herself around Angel Reese. Angel Reese has infectious energy, and a lot of people gravitate to Angel Reese, and there's no denying that. That's why her peers are speaking up. But in that video, this is where it all started. This is where it all started with the Indiana Fever fans and the Caitlin Clark fans trying to distance themselves from Lexie Hull because she was rubbing shoulders with Angel Reese. Now, these are professional basketball players. These are professional women that play sports. They're on the Roses Ball Club together, and they have chemistry, and they don't like it. So in that sit down, this is where it all started. So let's take a look at the sit down that they had between Kalia Copper, Angel Reese, and Lexie Hull, where everything started with the Indiana Fever fans and the Caitlin Clark fans. But before we get off into that, I do want to say that we're on the road to 14,000 subscribers, and with you guys' help, we can get there. So let me go ahead and bring that up. Right now, we at 13,745. I'm on the road to 14,000. You can get me there. But now let's get off into this video. Let's take a look.
How do you think that will help you just in the development of your game?
Yeah, I was so excited to join this crew. I mean, I feel like I can pull.
This is where it all started.
On the team.
This particular sit down.
Lexie brings a lot of defense. I've been playing against Lexie for a while. Ka, obviously, she's won a championship. She's done a lot, and I've been watching these players since I was in college. And obviously, I have 1 year under my belt, but just being able to get as much information as I can while I'm here. They've been a sponge to me. I've been really good with them. I told them to coach me hard and get on me when they need to get on me. So I really enjoy this. And like when I leave here, I know I'm going to take a lot from them.
And Ka and Lexie, just in follow up to that, how do you guys feel about playing with like younger players like Angel and I guess if there's any wisdom or whatever, like light that you're shedding to her?
I think it's great. You know, I've had such great veteran leadership throughout my career. So I know how important it is to have that vet that is willing to pour into you and help you grow. So I'm excited to be that vet now. And it's been great.
And I'm also on the younger end of this team. So I'm, as well as Angel, soaking up as much as I can. I mean, we have a lot of great leadership on our team, and then along with the coaches here and the other players here. So just really taking advantage of this opportunity to grow and get better.
Thank you. We'll go to.
And now let's take a look at Lexie Hull's comments after last night's dominant performance that Angel Reese had an unrivaled back-to-back dominant performances. Lexie Hull said, Lexie Hull openly shared her thoughts on her Rose's basketball club teammate, Angel Reese, on Monday. Rose BC secured an impressive 71-59 victory over Phantom BC, extending their winning streak to 5 games and unrivaled. Once again, Reese played a pivotal role, delivering yet another standout performance. Fresh off a historic 2020 game against the Lunar Owls, Reese continued her dominance with the massive double-double, tallying 23 points, 14 rebounds while knocking down a three-pointer. Following the game, Hall showered Reese with praise, highlighting her relentless competitive spirit. The Indiana Fever star emphasized how Reese's presence elevates the team, noting the invaluable impact of having a one-time WNBA All-Star on the roster. Her competitiveness is just so evident. You hear her and you feel her as a teammate. It's awesome. It's great to have on your side, Hall told reporters, as quoted by Miles Eldridge. Now you see what Lexie Hull had to say. Now I'm glad that Lexie Hull has spoke up because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people would try to put players against each other, but Lexie Hull is a basketball player. She knows what Angel Reese brings to the table. Now she is right there in the locker room with Angel Reese and on the court, and she sees how Angel Reese's competitive spirit trickles down to every teammate, which translate to making teammates better. Like I said, the continuity and the chemistry that Lexie Hull, Kelsey Gray, and Angel Reese have on that floor for the Rose BC's ball club, I call that the death lineup. Ever since that lineup has been implemented, the Rose Ball Club has taken off. Ever since Kalia Copper has been down, Azarae Stevens been out the lineup, the Lexie Hull, Chelsea Gray, and Angel Reese lineup has been the killer lineup. They got so much chemistry out there. Angel's feeding off of the point guard. Lexie Hull's feeding off of Angel. Angel is, you know, bringing that intensity and that momentum, and that's what Lexie Hull has alluded to. And a lot of Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans do not like the chemistry that Angel Reese is building with Lexie Hull. That's just a matter of fact. I've been sent all kinds of clips about the situation when it started, when they had to sit down, when Unrivaled started. A lot of Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever was crashing out because Lexie Hull was hanging out with Angel Reese, and they just didn't know what to do. But I see everybody in the comments section, hashtag salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger, and we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.